What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Texas Honda channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. So in a previous video on my other channel, I unboxed these MaXpeedingRods coilovers. A link for that video will be in the description. Definitely go check it out. So MaXpeeding sent me these, wanted me to do a comparison between the Skunk2 Pro 2s that are on the car currently and their MaXpeedingRods coilovers. The Skunk2 Pro 2s that are on the car right now are not adjustable damper, but they are adjustable with the spring load, and they're pretty much identical to these, just they don't have the adjustable damper. But for this test, we're going to have this on the softer side of the adjustable damper, and we're going to stiffen it as well and see how it drives. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the GoPro in the car, and we're going to go drive down some good and bad roads, which I will let you guys know which ones were the goods and which ones were the bad roads. So I will be putting this GoPro in the car and driving down some good and bad roads. In order for me to do that, though, I do have to tape up where the seal goes because it does leak water through here and it is raining outside. I went to go get the windshield replaced. They said they couldn't do it because there was a small piece of rust forming over there. It wasn't eating through, it was just literally surface. So when the company comes out to replace the windshield, they're going to pull the windshield out. I'm going to go ahead and sand and clean that up, sealer prime it, and then they'll be good to go to put a new windshield in. So I was unfortunately, Safelite wasn't able to do it for me. But I'm going to go ahead and put the GoPro in there. It is dark outside. It gets dark really early now, which kind of sucks. I was trying to get this done earlier, but it is what it is. So I'll definitely put you guys in the car. We'll go for a ride with the Skunk2 Pro 2s. They are on their softer setting, the softest setting I can go. So we'll see how it drives with it like this, then come back, pull them out, compare them side by side to the MaXpeedingRods coilovers, and then install these and go out for a drive again. So here we go. All right, so I got the tape along the windshield so it don't leak in here. We're gonna hit some of the worst roads first. So here we go. All right, so these are the roads by my house, literally right down the street from my house. They're not the best. The shifter rattles here, so don't mind that. But here they are. We're just gonna go like I normally drive. It's pretty rough. All right, now we're gonna go to a smooth road that in pretty much any vehicle I've drove in is pretty smooth. So here we go. It's not too bad. A little bouncy, but not too bad. Kind of bouncy still though, as you can feel or see. All right, we're gonna go down some more roads that are pretty bad, see how it does. It's not too bad in the smoother spots of the road. Definitely rides better in the smoother spots, for obvious reasons. Well, that was pretty rough. Shifter's making rattling noise, kind of annoying. Alright, now we're heading out to the highway to see what it does at 65 miles an hour. Alright, now we're heading back to my house. Alright, so as you've seen, not the best ride. The car does handle really well with these though, so I'll give it that, but the ride is just not very comfortable. Now I know it was kind of probably hard to see because it's dark out, but definitely the road by my house pretty bad. Okay, so I went ahead and wiped the car down so that there wasn't a bunch of water dripping off of it and cleaned up the mess around the bottom. So I'm basically just going to jack it up, take those coilovers off, and then we will compare them to the MaXpeedingRod coilovers. But I am doing how to install these as a separate video, so if people need to find that information, it'll be a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that video real quick, and then we'll continue in just a moment. And there it is, all bolted in. Alright, now that I got all of the MaXpeedingRod coilovers on, the ride height is just right. It's pretty much right where it was with the Skunk2s. So yeah, the Skunk2s are still in amazing condition. These are actually going to be going to Michael, the guy who tunes, my really good friend Michael. He tunes my car. So if you guys need a good tune, definitely hit him up. His information will also be in the description. I'm selling them to him for $200, which is a pretty good deal because these even used go $300 to $400. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those away for him, but they're really good shape. So now we're gonna take this back out and see how it rides down the same exact roads at the same speeds and everything, and we'll see how this thing rides. So we're gonna go ahead and set you guys up in the car. All right, here we go. So far, definite difference. See right here? Yeah, it's not bouncing near as bad. Holy cow. This was that bad bump before. We're gonna hit it again. That's awesome. But I'm gonna go down the same crappy road. This was the crappy road too. I'm gonna go down that other crappy road and see how it does. I forgot to tell you guys, my second gear, it ends at 80 miles per hour. Isn't that insane? It's crazy. Now, this thing rides so smooth now. Like a Cadillac. Alright, here's that really crappy road we went down last time. We're about to see how it does. So much better. It is crazy. I can't get over how good this rides. Alright, we're going to get up to 55, 60 and see how it does. Yeah, it's really nice. Super smooth on the highway. Well, I am super happy with it, but we're gonna head to the house now. huge difference. This thing rides so smooth now. Before it was super bouncy, and we can still stiffen the spring rate up to make it even more stiff whenever we go through corners. But the corners I was going through, it did awesome. So yeah, I am absolutely impressed with the way it drives. MaXpeedingRods coilovers have never ever given me an issue in the past, up until current. There's still no issues. Now these pretty soft. I can definitely stiffen it up more. And I'm just going to stiffen the front real quick. I'm just going to tighten them all the way up so we can see how it would feel all stiffed. We're not going to go drive it right now. I don't want to drive again in the rain. But now I'm going to bounce the way I was just bouncing, just for the up front. See what it does. Yeah, it's definitely stiffer, and we can still stiffen the preload on the springs. I haven't even done the back. The back's completely left alone still. So that is incredible. The handling was the exact same. It felt like these were still in it. The only difference is a smoother ride. So if you guys were thinking about getting some Skunk2 Pro 2s, and you had Skunk2 Pro 2 money, I would definitely get a set of MaXpeedingRods coilovers instead. Just personal preference, I guess, but it also makes sense because they're cheaper. So let's go ahead and talk prices. What's the difference in prices? Let me show you. Okay, so what we have right here, right off of MaXpeedingRods website, which these are the exact ones I just installed on the car, $312. I know that sounds like a lot, but there's also a discount code that you get from watching this video in the description. So, $312 for a full set of adjustable damper. That is pretty cheap. So we're going to go to eBay and look. We're going to click lowest price with shipping first. We're going to go through the typical stuff. Till we come across them. Oh. The cheapest ones on eBay for the Skunk2 Pro 2s is $649. Now, I like Skunk2's products. I'm not saying they're bad. But for the price difference, $649 versus $312, it's kind of a no-brainer. And these ride, in my opinion, better. Now, the stiffness factor of these for track use, incredible. But you can also stiffen the spring load on the MaXpeedingRods coilovers and adjust the damper. So, also incredible. So we went to Skunk2's website right there, skunk2.com, and for the exact same coilover sitting next to me, $776 if you want to buy them directly from them. So me selling these for $200 to Michael, he's getting a really good deal, but he's a good friend and he's helped me with tunes, and he's going to be tuning this once it's turboed, so I figured might as well cut him a good deal. But yeah, so obviously the price is the #1 selling factor for me. #2, ride comfort. #3, the fact that they matched my theme. That was pretty cool. Their adjustable damper, I love that about them. So you can stiffen it up for track use, which when we go to El Paso to meet up with Garage Built Hondas, we're going to actually stiffen them up at the track, but the drive there, they're going to be nice and soft, so it'll be like a Cadillac floating down the highway. Super happy with how it turned out. So huge thanks to MaXpeedingRods for making this happen. Also, go check out their website. The links will be in the description, along with their Instagram. Please go give them a follow and check out their products. Definitely have high-quality products. Their turbos are even pretty good. So we'll probably be testing the intercooler next from MaXpeedingRods, but not quite sure yet. We're seeing what happens financially. But I have almost everything for the turbo for this. Let me show you down here. So I have the Turbonetics turbo all cleaned up with all the oil feed and drain, the log manifold, the wastegate relocation, HKS blow-off valve, tile wastegate, and all that good stuff. So I'm still missing a computer and an intercooler kit, and then that thing's ready to go in. So I'm super happy about that. Can't wait to hear this thing turboed. Can't wait to feel the power. With this thing having a second gear that ends at 80 miles per hour, this thing should be pretty quick. With that gear ratio, this is a 200 mile per hour transmission. I'm not saying this car can do it. because this thing doesn't have enough power. But if we can put some power behind it, it'd be pretty interesting to take it to the Texas Mile and see what I can get out of her. But all that should be coming in the future. So I'm really happy with how this car's turning out, and I'm loving the new suspension. So that's basically it for this video. Definitely hit the like button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. Turn the bell icon on to get notified of every upload. And stay tuned for more, because we definitely have more content coming soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And as I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.